What's going on, guys? Patrick here from PatrickLongRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. And today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Hawaii Kai. So stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. All right, guys, so like I mentioned before, today we're going to go over the pros and cons of living in Hawaii Kai, which is an absolutely gorgeous place out here in Oahu. If you are looking to move to Oahu and need some assistance, I'd be happy to be that guy. Shameless plug, I am a realtor. So you can either DM me on any of my social media platforms right here. Feel free to follow me. Would love to see the support. Or feel free to call, text, or email me. I've got my contact information right here as well as in the description down below. But with that being said, let's jump into the pros and cons of living in Hawaii Kai. Pro number one. Tons of outdoor activities. So pretty much everywhere on this island, there's lots of outdoor activities, but certain areas offer different things. Now, Hawaii Kai specifically is much of a boat life kind of community. They have a canal that goes right through the city itself and leads out to the ocean and the beautiful Hawaii Kai kind of bay or beach. So you can literally, a lot of the properties actually have boat access where they can park their boat in front of their house and take it straight out to the sea. So that's one option when it comes to outdoor activities. You have Coco Head, which is right there, which is basically my worst nightmare of just a bunch of steps that go up top of Coco Head, but you get insane views up there, being able to see the ocean all the way to town. So that's also a great activity. You got Sandy's Beach, which if you're gonna go, make sure you know what you're doing because it is quite the sight to see. It's some of the most intense shore break that you can find on the island. And then you've got Hanama Bay, which offers amazing snorkeling if you are into that kind of thing. Right out in front of Hawaii Kai, you can of course take out stand-up paddle boards. They even have some kind of tours out there. You can do all kinds of activities just right out in Hawaii Kai. And there's even a couple little secret surf spots around the area that you can enjoy. Pro number two, range of quality of homes. Now, why is this a pro? Well, the pro is that you're paying to live in a certain location and you can pay anywhere between $1 million up to $6 million to live in Hawaii Kai. So you've got a range there that if it's within your budget, you can go bonkers and go live in Portlock, which I'll go over in a little bit, where you can pay anywhere between $3 and $10 million. Or you can go kind of towards Kalama Valley, where you'll see some more original homes, maybe built in the 60s and 70s. They're usually about $1 million plus, but they do offer the opportunity for you to do your own upgrades and increase the value through the form of sweat equity. So you do have a convenience of having kind of a range, depending on your purchasing power, to still live in Hawaii Kai if you so choose. Pro number three, beautiful views. Now, depending on where you are in Hawaii Kai goes all the way up towards the mountain where you can get some amazing valley and lush views and also seeing views of the ocean from a little bit of a distance. And then if you go towards, let's say, the Portlock area, which is a nice little peninsula, and of course, you're gonna have to pay accordingly, $3 to $10 million, you can actually get some insane views all the way towards Diamond Head and the actual water right there, whether you're right on the water itself or a little bit up on the hill, but it does offer some of the most gorgeous views in Oahu. Pro number four is convenience. Now, the convenience of Hawaii Kai comes in the form of two things. Number one is shopping. There is a bunch of different shopping and strip malls that you can enjoy, some great restaurants around the area. You've got some really high quality places like Roy's. You can go check out the microbrew. You can go check out Kona Brewing, which is right on the water, absolutely gorgeous, and killer burgers. Definitely check it out. And you have the convenience of shopping because you do have a Costco right there in Hawaii Kai, which I visit frequently when I need to drive over there from Kailua. So it's kind of nice to have that right in your backyard. You've got the gym there. I think they have a 24-hour fitness. So all in all, there's a lot of convenience right there in Hawaii Kai. Now, the other form of convenience is if you want to live in a community where you have what you need, but if you want to go to town, it's not too far. So you basically just take the highway and it will take you maybe 15 minutes to get to Waikiki, but you don't have to live in Waikiki. So you can kind of pick and choose when you want to go to town, but it's really close and very convenient to get to. Pro number five, family-oriented community. Now, the community itself has lots of different parks. You can be walking around and you'll see lots of kids playing soccer and things of that nature. It's very much a family community town. So if you do have little ones, there are some great schools in the area. By all means, do your own due diligence and check out greatschools.org and kind of look at the reviews. But take those with a grain of salt because you never know who's actually leaving the reviews. But all in all, it is a very family-oriented community. So if you do have a family, it is a great option for you. Okay, that was a lot of pros. Now let's go into some of the cons when it comes to living in Hawaii Kai. Con number one, beach access. Now, there is a beach out in front of Hawaii Kai, but I wouldn't call it one of the most beautiful beaches because it's more of kind of like a bay. And again, it's more of a boat life kind of thing where it's better to actually have some kind of flotation device, whether it's a boat, paddleboard, surfboard, or what have you, to go out and enjoy the ocean, opposed to just sitting on the beach, because right in front of Hawaii Kai, the beach itself, it's kind of stony and pebbly. It's not the most comfortable beach to lay on. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, there are some beaches, if you go right or if you go left, that you can enjoy, but right there in Hawaii Kai itself doesn't have the best beach to lay on. Con number 2, no nightlife. Like I mentioned before, and in a lot of my other videos, most of the nightlife out here in Oahu is in Waikiki. So if you're big on having to live in the heart of where everything's happening and where all the nightlife is, Hawaii Kai may not be the option for you. But like I mentioned, there is a lot of convenience to getting to town. So I really like the idea that you can live in Hawaii Kai, and when you choose or want to go to town to live that crazy nightlife or to have a night out with the boys night, you can easily get to town whether you drive or Uber, and it's only about 10 to 15 minutes to get there. So just something to keep in mind, that there isn't that much nightlife when it comes to Hawaii Kai. Con number 3 is home prices. So like I mentioned before, there is a fluctuation, which is a pro, because if you can pay, $1 million or $10 million to live in Hawaii Kai, so you're not getting priced out completely. You do have some options, but it isn't cheap to live in Hawaii Kai. So let's look at what the median sales price is when it comes to Hawaii Kai. Now, if you're looking to purchase a single family home in Hawaii Kai, the median sales price is $1.395 thousand. So just under $1.4 million. But keep in mind, guys, that is the median. So you can definitely find some things cheaper than that, and you definitely can find things much higher than that. But that gives you a general rule of thumb of how much a single family home would cost in Hawaii Kai. Now, there are a few condos and townhomes, some that are newer than others. And if you're looking to purchase a condo or townhome in Hawaii Kai, the median sales price is $821,000. So significantly higher than the average of the entire island, which is about $550,000 for a condo or townhouse. But there's a reason for that, because you're paying for that beautiful location. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, guys, well, that pretty much wraps up the pros and cons of living out in Hawaii Kai. If you guys got any value out of this video, if you guys could do me a huge favor, smash that like button, click subscribe, and the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop new videos just like this. If you are looking for any assistance when it comes to moving to Hawaii, feel free to reach out to me. You can follow or DM me on any of my social media platforms, which are right here, or you can contact me directly, phone, text, email, whichever you prefer. Got my contact information right here, as well as in the description down below. Again, I'm Patrick with PatrickLawrenRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.